right. All right, all right. What is up? Is everything okay?
What is up? Sound check, sound check.
What do I hear noise in the back? Oh, I got it now. I'm like, I thought there was something wrong. Oh, okay. All right. So, hey, how you doing, everybody? And I am Mr. Poseidon. How you doing? Welcome to the show tonight, Sunday night, 7 p.m. in the evenings. What better time? Let's go, let's go. We're going. So I'd like to say hello to my lovely wife. We didn't have a bad day today. I didn't drive you crazy. Tell them I didn't drive you crazy today.
No, I still went crazy, but it wasn't because of you.
Right. Oh, that makes me feel a little better.
We almost didn't even have a live stream.
We almost didn't have a live stream. Thank you, honey. We have to tell you. So we got on, and my wife decided to upgrade what we're using to get on YouTube tonight.
Software.
It's called OBS. So basically, my wife did it. I came home after a double shift, all tired, unshaven. Look at me. I used the, what's that called, that stuff again?
Just for men.
Just for men. Look at my beard. Oh, my goodness. It's too dark. Anyway, so I come in and my wife's like, oh, the computer, it's not working, the NDI. Now, if you understand, you know anything about this, which I know you don't, I'm just telling you it didn't work. It did not work. And everything we did, the computer would not allow us to let it work. Now, I'm saying it as easy as I can so you understand. So I started screaming. Right, honey? I started screaming.
Yeah,
tell the truth. It's okay.
Too.
No. Tell the truth.
It was like.
But I was loud. But I was louder, right? So anyway, I decided I'm getting the freak out of the house. So I walked out of the house. That's when I called Kevin Maltezo, and I was like, "Look, I don't know if the show's gonna happen tonight. I was a little nervous." I says, "Give it a chance. I'm gonna go back home more calm." So by the time I got home, she calls me, and what did you tell me on the phone, honey?
I was like, I did the computer. I did a system restore to an earlier date, so everything was back the way it was a couple days ago.
Back the way it was. That's all I wanted to hear.
Then we were able to do the video call.
Yes, and it was good.
We wouldn't have been able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been tough. You did a marvelous job, like you always do.
It's always figuring something out.
It just sucks that you have to look great on Sunday nights only. Why can't you do this during the week? I like this.
Any other day.
My goodness.
There you go. I only look great Sunday nights.
She looks great Sunday nights. That's all I got to say. This is my wife we're talking about. Being honest here. There's no bullying. So let's say hello to a few people.
Yes.
Guys, the live stream is growing, but before we even say that, let's talk about the Mr. Poseidon second annual Montauk 3-day Striper Challenge. Go to Eventbrite. Guys, there's only 40 seats open. 20 are taken. Are you listening? 20 seats are taken. Everybody else now is in trouble. Go register.
No.
So the hotel that I told everybody to stay at, they're sold out.
Oh.
They said to me, well, why didn't you call us for a better rate for everybody? And I was like, listen, I was expecting 3 people. I didn't know it was going to happen, but it happened, and 20 people have registered. Rules, regulations, everybody's going to get a bonus box with a lot of great gifts inside, right, honey?
Yeah.
That you keep itching about. Let's talk itching. Let's call it itching. My wife's been itching about it. You know, like, stop already. Stop putting stuff in there. These boxes are basically going to be worth $100 each. No exaggeration. They are.
So everybody, when they get there.
You get this Rapala ruler. Guys, this is a heavy-duty vinyl Rapala ruler. You're going to get that in the box. You'll be using that to measure the striped bass.
No, I want him here, but...
So basically what's going to happen is, can everybody hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So basically what's going to happen is everybody's going to get a box. 20 seats are available. Book another hotels there. There's plenty of hotels in Montauk.
Yeah.
Try the Montauk Manor. You never know. Somebody could have canceled. Try there first, because that's where we're going to be staying. Here's another good thing. Orlando from NorCal Cat is coming. He booked his stay already. He's all set, his tickets. He's coming. He'll be throwing a seminar there on conservation. If I didn't mention it earlier, this is a Rapala 60-inch ruler. You get to keep that. I don't want that back. I want your slimy fish bringing that home. I got enough slimy fish over here, right, honey? Every time I come home, don't dive me, go in the shower. All right, so I go in the shower. So what else do we want to say? Who else do we want to mention?
Rapala, you mentioned, and just everybody when they get there, everybody who's registered has
Right.
to see us.
Has to see us. You have to look at us. Take a picture, and you'll be feeling very happy during the day.
So that we can hand them their bonus box.
What bonus box? Oh, that bonus box. Yes, you're getting a bonus box. Don't worry. You have to be there. Look at the rules and regulations. You have to be there and pick it up in person. All right, so let's continue. Do we have any other news on the front? Honey, that's it? Oh, Gelso Pasquarelli. Thank you very much, Gelso. He just donated a rod. Ooh. Gelso is a professional rod builder. All right, so you give him a blank. He does those designs with the string. And if you see that, let me show you. You guys got to see this. I'm going to have him as a guest on my show. He is so talented, Gelso. Kevin, you would love this. Kevin would love this. He would love this. I know he would love this.
What's that?
To get his rod done. Kevin is a fisherman. He likes his nice rods, of course. We all do. So I'm looking for his message.
Text?
Yeah, he sent me a text. Here it is. I got it, guys. I want to show you. This is not a sticker. This is not a sticker. This is on the rod, and he does this. Can you see this? I'm sorry, guys, that this has got to happen, but. Yeah, put it in front of your camera, honey. In front of yours.
You have your overhead.
No. Oh, yeah, the overhead camera. Look at the overhead, guys. Look at this.
What
Those
is that?
things there. Don't look at the name. Look, that's the rod. Look, I'm going to make it smaller so you see. See the rod? See the rod there? That's the rod. And this is the rod you're going to get. He showed me. That's the string he did that with. He did that with string going round and round. This guy is very talented. He can practically do any design you want on your rod with string.
It's like artwork.
It is artwork. Look at it. So check him out. I'll have him on the show very soon. He's going to give me a rod. He's giving us the rod is actually, wait, right here. He's donating it for the surf event. And I'm just letting you guys know I'll be picking up that Van Stall. Yes, honey. A Genesis ODM rod, 11 foot. 1 to 6 ounce. The wrapping design, it's called Spider 4. It will be finished next week. Gelso, thank you so much. Go ahead, hon. What do you want to say?
You weren't on the screen. There you go.
Am I on the screen right now?
Talking.
I know I'm talking, and they weren't seeing me. They were seeing you. They were happy. No,
it was the overhead.
As soon as I went on, they were like, "What the freak?" Anyway, so yeah, Gelso's gonna have that rod. He gave it to me for the event as a giveaway. So that'll be part of the giveaway too. So that golden ticket you get in the box, yeah, that Van Stall's waiting for you. So for the guy who didn't catch the biggest fish, and just to let you know, it's in the rules. The guy who catches the biggest fish does not get a chance at the
golden ticket.
At the golden ticket. He already won. He's going to win a lot of money. The prize is up $1,000 already, just to let you know. All right. Now, this is what we've been waiting for here, guys. So I met Kevin last year, and I happened to see him on Instagram. And we're talking about, if you don't know Kevin, we're talking about the COWBASS. We're talking about COWBASS here. Hey, how you doing? Look, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Where's the full view here, honey? Studio right here. So you see up there where we got the studio look? Look what it says. Sunday evenings. That's my show. 7 p.m. But check this part. Today's guest. Look at that. Kevin Maltezo. At Maltezo Kevin. That's on Instagram. Check him out there. There he is, the COWBASS. Let's do it again. Just one more time. Maybe another. COWBASS man again. There he goes. You got to love this stuff. And one more time. COWBASS. You see it up on the screen. So check him out. This guy really knows his fishing very well. I know him. He fishes out in Staten Island much. Do not go to his spot. Do not let him see you in your spot. There will be a problem. I promise you. And if I'm there, I'm going to back him up. No, I'm just kidding. Kevin's a very nice guy. So we're going to meet Kevin right now for those of you who haven't, and everybody knows who is the COWBASS man. Well, he's on the show right now. Kevin Maltezo. Let's go, baby.
Woo.
Let's give him a nice
Kevin.
round of applause. There he is. Woo! All right, Kevin. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
Girls?
Beautiful, beautiful. Kevin, let's talk about, before we even get started with your story on how you caught that 92-pound striped bass last night, before we get to that, we're going to talk about what happened, Kevin. What's going on with you? I mean, something happened. You ended up in the hospital. You want to tell us all about it? If you don't want to tell us, I'm going to ask Gio. Gio, can you tell me what happened to your dad?
Gio, who is that?
Hey, hi. Hi.
Hey,
Who is that?
hey, Gio, how you doing?
So
Mr.
cute.
Poseidon.
Hi, Gio.
Gio, what are you doing? I see you every day, and you don't even know I see you, Gio. What are you doing out there in the pool every day? You're spraying your dad with the hose. He's like, "Get me get out of here." Maybe it's a good thing I spoke, huh, Kevin?
He loves Mr. Poseidon.
Yeah. Tell me, Kevin, what happened? What happened?
Go ahead.
A little bit of stomach issues
Yeah.
creeped up on me, and
Okay.
I ended up in the hospital.
Okay. But you
Oh,
feel better now,
man.
Kevin?
Yeah, a lot of work
Yeah.
and a lot of stress, and it creeps up on you. You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, you do. And guys, if you don't know who Kevin Maltezo is, Kevin works very, very hard. I see him all the time. He's showing me pictures of traffic right there. That's stress. But I'm going to tell you this. The guy works very hard. He's got a lovely wife at home who takes care of things at home. I know Kevin expects a nice hot meal when he comes home after a nice hard day's work, which is about 15 hours, and I know I've gotten that right. But Kevin, please continue on that a little bit about your livelihood there with your son and how proud you are of him, and you're always taking pictures. And I know this year he caught his first striper, right?
Yes, he did. Junior COWBASS caught quite a few stripers.
Nice.
He
First
did?
40-pounder off the surf.
Yeah.
And then I brought him on the boat in the Cape, and he caught like a 54-incher on the boat.
Gio.
Kids are ready.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, he sure is, buddy. Kevin, let's talk now about your fishing, because I know people want to hear a lot about that. Now, you've been on the show before, but let's talk about now, and let's tell the story a little bit. How did your fishing first start out, for the people who don't know?
Well, I was born in Staten Island. My dad was a fisherman. The ocean is 3 blocks away from my house. You jump on your bicycle and you go.
It's a beautiful thing, Kevin.
It starts out with that. You go snapper fishing, you go porgy fishing, and before you know it, you're throwing a snapper popper out, and this big fish blows up behind it. After, that happening quite a few times and not knowing what it was, you start seeing the guys with the fishing boots on, the waders, and they got this little funny plug bag, which I was amazed by, and they had like 20 plugs in there. And I thought it was the coolest thing. And I was like, how do you afford all that stuff? How do you get them? He goes, every paycheck I get 1 plug. And then I got interested. I started purchasing them and then following their footsteps.
Yep.
My father was never a plugger. And then me and him, we started together. And before you know it, it's today.
There you go, Kevin. I like the stories about dads. I know how you feel about your dad. I see the post on Father's Day, and so I want to ask you, Kevin. I go. How was fishing with your dad? I know mine was great, but even though we didn't catch anything, I was fishing with your dad. It was great, Kevin.
It was the best time of my life.
It was. That's very nice, Kevin.
Yeah, my dad, I used to wake him up 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, he was older, and he would come every single time. And it was awesome. He was a trooper.
I see one of the people outside there. I don't know if they're a subscriber, but Jennifer Perret says he was the best dad ever.
That's my sister.
I figured that, buddy. That's what I wanted to hear. Very nice, very nice. Jennifer, nice to have you on the show to support your brother tonight and support Mr. Poseidon.
She's a good fisherman, too.
Oh, is she?
She borrowed my Van Stall 150, and she was reeling in a bluefish and broke the handle.
Oh, no kidding. Wow. That's a good one. I like that one.
Oh,
You know what?
how'd
Since
she
you
break the handle?
Go ahead. He just said he was reeling in a bluefish. Bluefish fight.
Oh.
They fight very hard. And it broke the handle on the rod on his sister. Can you imagine that?
No.
Thanks, Jen.
Yeah. So since you did have a sister, and she was a fisherman, I'm so glad to hear this because I want some people to learn things. And if there are any women on the sidelines listening in on right now, what would you tell a beginning woman angler out there? What would you tell her? What would you say to her? Go ahead, Kevin. I know Gio what he says, but what do you say?
Fishing is not just about fishing. It's about getting away from everyday life and all the stress that is involved in it.
Yeah.
It's not about catching. It's about getting out. It's about family. It's about everything that's involved in it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Kevin.
the basic thing.
Absolutely. You gave the right answer. Not that I was looking for that, but I just love hearing that. That sounded so good, and it's so right. So fishing isn't about that. And as you know, Mr. Poseidon, I'll catch a 19-inch fish, and I'll be the happiest guy in the river. Most of the guys will look at me and go, "Was that guy a retard? He caught a 19-inch striper. What's he flipping out for?" Because I caught a 19-inch striper, and I'm not going home skunked. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, Kevin, I do understand what you're saying, and it's not all about that. It's about the commodity. Ever since I started YouTube, I can officially say you are 100% right because I love everybody who subscribes and follows me. I'm proud to meet different people every day that I haven't met in my life before because I was a loner. Surf fishermen are loners. There are very few of us. We are a rare breed, and that's why I call us the bulls of the ocean, my friend. Okay, Kevin, it's your turn.
So many different kinds of people, but
yeah,
they
so
all
many.
love
Yeah,
the same thing.
my wife is right. So many different kind of personalities, like in everything. Okay, like in everything that everybody likes, and we all come together. Just like me and Kevin, when I first met you, you were like, "What do you mean you want to come to my spot and fish?" Kevin is very protective of his spot, and I don't blame him.
What was that, Kevin?
What's it, Kevin? Go ahead.
I've invited Mr. P numerous of times, and the one thing I asked him, no video.
Yeah, no video. So, yeah, one day I won't bring a video, and I'll go fishing with Kevin. But until that moment, I got a video, buddy. I got a video to pull out for these people every week. So, anyway, no, we'll go fishing, Kevin. Video or no video, I will go fishing with you one day, and hopefully you'll bring Gio down. We'll go get to fishing all together. And if I'm lucky, you'll bring your wife, then I bring my wife, and we make a picnic day out of it. But it's always a pleasure to know you, to know your son, and to know your wife. And I know you have 2 other stepsons, and you're a good father, and you do the right thing.
Stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter.
And stepson.
Well, you see, I don't know you that well. But anyway, I know you good enough that I know Gio. That's what I know. Yes, Kevin. You're a good man. What else now? So I want to get into your striped bass fishing. I know you striped bass fish on Staten Island. You know, many people understand where Staten Island is and everything, but you can't expect anybody to tell you where fishing. But Staten Island's a good guess. So, Kevin, you fish in Staten Island. What are you fishing for over there? Tell me all about it. Tell me. I want to get into the plugs.
What does he use?
Yeah. Let's get into
let's
fishing.
Start off with this.
Yeah. What are you fishing
Just like
for?
Fishermen out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all do great in our backyard. That's
Absolutely.
that's just hands down. I've lived here for 47 years. I know the area very, very well. I know every boulder, every structure.
Right.
I know the tides, I know the wind, I know where to go. Just like when Mr. P goes fishing in the river,
Yep.
he knows where to go. Staten Island is the best fishery, hands down, on the East Coast.
Yeah. And I'm going to agree with that.
We get the migration, we get the bait. It's phenomenal. But if people just go down there, you might get skunked. It's all about timing. It's almost repetitive every single year. But if the bait isn't there, you gotta, change your tactics a little bit. But we have the big bunker, then we get the peanut bunker, then we get the mullet, just like everywhere else. But it's all about timing.
Correct.
We have very skinny water, so wind is a factor, rain is a factor, and you just have to jump around to find.
Kevin, question, and I'm curious because I don't know. Why is wind a factor in skinny water?
It stirs up, well, in my opinion, it stirs up the debris. It stirs up the sand. The clarity goes away.
In skinny water, you're 100% right. That I do know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do striped bass do fish like to be in that type of water conditions? Yes. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I think they like to be in it. I think they love it. I think they're waiting on the other side for all that debris to be stirred up. And there's Mr. Poseidon has a worm in his next life, and he's in trouble. There's a striped bass. Anyway, let's not talk about my next life.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I start fishing in March. There's not many people that go out when it's freezing temperatures.
Yeah, but Kevin, I know you. I want to interrupt you. I know you very well. And when you say you fish in March, well, I think if you see somebody on Instagram catch a fish, I've seen you. I've seen you go out there. You've gone out there. You've taken little trips. You might have gotten skunked or whatever, but I know that you do go out. Listen, Kevin, you're a fisherman. It's pure in your blood, and I see you. I see you, my brother. Trust me, Mr. Poseidon sees you. You do love fishing, and you will get out there. Kevin will be like this. Okay, I'll give you Kevin. I'm done. The fish are done. They're done. They're done. Next day, he sees they're hitting the Breezy Point. I'm going to Breezy Point. That's it. I'm not done yet. Tell me about that.
That's another thing. I've been fishing my whole life, and every single year it's something new. You learn something new. Last year, I learned about landlock. Is that what it's called? Landlock or holdover bass?
Yes, holdover bass.
Catching stripers in the snow.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I've never done that before. And truthfully, I wish I never found out, because now the season is 12 months.
Beautiful thing, Kevin. You got to love those 12-month seasons. I do. I love them.
No, I'm too old for it.
This year we'll meet up together, We'll trade scarves, Is yours warmer? Let me try that. But yeah, I get it.
But yeah, it's striper fishing. It's absolutely awesome.
Right, no doubt.
You work hard, you got the family, but the nighttime is our time.
That's right.
Marathon time, zombie time. And you got to hunt these fish.
Yeah, a lot of guys, especially, because boat fishermen, they don't have a choice, really. I'm sorry to say that, guys, if you own a boat, but we get to go out winter fishing. And if you know where the fish are, like Kevin said, you got holdovers. You got resident fish that want to hang out there. They don't want to move. You got big mamas that say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to chill right at the bottom here. And there goes Kevin's lure right in front of them. What is that? Hey, I got to check that out. Next thing you know, they're sitting in Kevin's arm. They're taking a picture. They're becoming famous on the Poseidon site. It's a beautiful thing all together. In the end, it's a catch and release. Kevin, let's talk about catch and release with you. How do you feel about that? How do you feel? Okay, we'll get to the next question of how do you feel about boga grips? Because I've been getting a lot of beef on that. But let's talk about first, how do you feel about catch and release?
Go to the boga grip. I don't use one.
Okay.
They're too heavy for me.
Okay.
That's the only reason. I like the regular mouth grip.
Yeah.
I think it's Berkeley, whatever it is.
Yes.
But that's only because how many hooks am I going to get in my finger? When I try to grab it with my thumb, sometimes they turn, and
sure.
You got a treble hook in your hand. It's not for me anymore. I try to do safety first. Do I pull up the fish by the mouth? No, I don't do that. Even with my post, you see, I don't have many great pictures because I try to keep it in the water, or I just pull the head up just a little bit. I release it and I throw it back.
Right.
Do I keep a fish? Yeah, sure. Not many. I keep maybe 1 or 2 a season.
There you go.
I have no problem with people keeping their legal amount, but I mean, majority of it is catch and release. I want to catch these fish next year or in the future.
Right. Right.
It's that simple.
Yep.
I took a trip to Cape Cod this year.
I know you did. I saw it.
First
Yep.
season in the canal.
Nice.
I got my butt kicked,
That's okay.
but thankfully to all my friends, the local knowledge, the guy Matt, what is he?
Yes.
You know his name.
Night shift
Matt
fishing.
Dawson.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Guys, if you're not following him, check out Matt. Matt is Night Shift Fishing. If he gives you even a sentence back, consider yourself lucky. Let me tell you something. The guy knows the canal. He's been around the canal. He understands tides. He understands the winds and the freaking the moon. He understands the moon. But let me talk more
Matt.
serious. Yeah,
He's
Matt's
on
out
right
there.
now.
He's
It
out
says
there.
Kevin rocked
There he
the
is.
canal, he says.
Yeah, Kevin rocked in the canal. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all right. That's all right, Kevin. Kevin, you'll rock him next year. You know you got to come a little later. It's not your fault because the last few years they haven't been hitting like they have before in the summers. At least this is the information I've gotten, obviously from Matt, Night Shift Fishing, and he gave me and my wife a beautiful tour of the canal. We went back and forth. I can tell you exactly where that submarine is. I went in there. I scuba dived with him. No, we didn't scuba dive, but he gave me a nice tour of the canal. It was beautiful. Very nice. Matt, once again, thank you. And we'll never forget those lobster rolls from the, what was it? The lobster shanty.
The seafood.
Oh,
the
sorry.
seafood
The
shanty.
don't go to the lobster shanty. They serve you fake lobster there. But go to the seafood shanty. Delicious lobster. I mean, you get a little fry with it. I like the onion rings. We ordered them. Delicious. All right, back to Kevin. Matt, keep doing your thing. Look out for Matt on YouTube. He's coming. He's coming. Beautiful videos. You got to check them out. Okay, back to Kevin. Kevin, next year you got to come with us. We should all go to the canal together. You know this year that I went with Weekend Warrior, a surfcaster, Brooklyn. You know him personally. I know you guys have fished together. And I want to go out with all of us. He brought his wife up. We went up with my wife. It was beautiful. We went out to dinner a few nights. I'd love to be there with you and your wife, too, because I know that you're the party type of guy. You're always smiley, happy guy.
That would be good.
I would be good. You want to go, Kevin? Come on, Kevin, please.
We all gonna go next year. Me, you, Weekend Warrior.
Okay, good.
Nice.
My buddy
Nice.
Rico.
Oh, my
buddy
goodness.
Lex gonna meet up.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. Already it's down. Next year at the canal, guys, forget about the Poseidon Adventure right now, whatever what's going on in Montauk. Next year, we'll set up something. We'll do a little challenge over there. It's sounding real good right now. We already got 5 people. You heard it right here. 5 people just talking about next year. And it didn't even
We'll
happen.
videotape.
Yeah.
We'll put that video to work.
Right, finally. All right, Mr. Poseidon, go ahead. I don't live here. Go ahead, shoot all you want. Hey, Poseidon, look at it. Rhode Island people, look what he's doing. Oh, they were nice. They were very nice to Rhode Island. Go ahead, honey.
Mario Gandini says Kevin knows how to have a seafood spread waiting on that invite.
Yeah, no doubt. I've seen those seafood spreads. Let's talk about you, Kevin, and your cooking, but let's shift this a little bit. I know your wife is there watching, and I want to talk. Is she cooking up those meals for you, Kevin? Because some of that stuff, no, come on, give us some credit. She's going to kill you when you see her
Of
later.
course she is. Yes, of course she is.
Nice.
No. I worked in a fish market for 30 years. I learned a couple of tricks with the seafood. No sound.
Yeah, no, we're here. We're here.
Sorry.
I hear everything you're saying.
Oh, yeah, my wife cooks everything else fantastic.
Yeah. I know I've seen some of your stuff, and I'm like, because of you, I blame you. I go and I order Chinese food, shrimp fried rice, because I see the seafood, and I go, I can get close enough with the Chinese food. I know I can, and I always try, and I go, honey, this sucks. I want to go to Kevin's house. He hasn't invited me yet. But anyway.
Well, what is better than catching a fresh fish and cooking it for your family?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
That's nothing. Yes, nothing.
It's hands down awesome.
Absolutely.
We kept one striper over in the Cape, and it was it was great.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a good
yeah.
time.
I know it is,
Well,
Kevin. And like you said earlier, it isn't all just about catching. There's a lot involved with fishing. If you really love fishing, wait till you meet people who love fishing like you, and they know about the things you know. You know, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to meet people. Just don't hang out every day, and you'll be best friends for years. Trust me. Once the everyday thing comes, it'll be like, yeah, I got a 35-incher, and then you'll be like, mine was 36, bro. You know, it's always comes to that. So hang out in sparingly times together, and it's a beautiful thing. Kevin, tell me more, buddy. Tell me more about Staten Island fishing. What plugs are you using? What plastics are you using? Things like that. I want to hear things like that. I love things like that.
What works for you?
well, you have to. You don't. Matching the hatch is always important. In the springtime, we started with the bucktails. Bucktail fishing is unbelievable. This year, I was using Mario's bucktails. Cows,
Yeah.
20, 30 pounders, easy. All during the day, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then at nighttime, you got to switch it over to bigger profile swimming plugs. I throw back bay a lot. Go back to the more normal plugs, the mag darters, the hydro
Yeah.
minnows, SP minnows.
Yeah.
Top water action stinks lately. I don't know why, but that's like kind of forgotten. It doesn't work in my waters anymore. Why? I think because there's no more bluefish. Maybe the bluefish caused some sort of commotion. I don't know, but you
Yeah.
just leave the top water at home. And the newest and greatest thing is these large plastics,
Yes.
zing baits, sluggos. Oh my gosh.
Yes, no doubt about it.
And when nothing else is working, you throw one of them on and you slam them. It's like they know it's there and they're going to go out of their way to go attack that friggin' plastic.
You know, and I have to,
Awesome.
yeah, and I have to say, Kevin, you're right, because a lot of fishermen, you speak to them in Long Island, the plastic's been in here for a while, and you'll talk to them and they're like, nah, I don't use that. I go, why not? Because like cheating. That's what they tell me. And I'm like, what do they mean cheating? And then I hear you talking right now, and then I go, oh, they catch fish with the plastics, right, Kevin?
Well, from what I've heard about the predatory instincts with striped bass and live eels, the live eels eat the striped bass babies or eggs, and the stripers will go out of their way to go for that eel to prevent them from eating their babies. That's what I've heard.
Right.
But the way they attack those plastics, gravity eels, sluggos, they hit it like they want to destroy it
Yes.
rather than just eat it.
You could see right now,
amazing.
NorCal Cat is saying top water, the hardest way to catch a fish, but the most rewarding. I love it. Right, Kevin? I know you're a top water guy, buddy.
Love it. I absolutely love it, and I miss it. The
Yeah,
only time we
yeah.
get to do it is probably the next week or so, when I fish the boulders, skinny water but boulders, those residents or those slot fish and a few cows are mixed in, they explode.
Yeah, they do.
White, green-eyed, super strike. They destroy it. But in the springtime, it's in the bag, but it hardly gets used.
Yeah. I also see Danny DeMorales. He's saying Zinger works great in Brooklyn and bucktails. I want to ask you about bucktails. I don't hear you talking a lot about bucktails. I know you just said about Mario. How do you feel about bucktails? Because I know you're a metal lip guy. You love your metal lips. Am I right about that, Kevin?
In all honesty, I've never used them because I never had to. This year, it went from like throwing owl gags. They stopped hitting those, and then we heard about using bucktails. So using bucktails is unbelievable. You just have to learn the technique. As soon as you master that technique, you're unstoppable. They hit it. Why they hit it, I have no idea. But as soon as you hit that bottom, slow jerk, that one jerk, and repeat,
okay,
they're going to hit it.
Yeah, Kevin, I have to tell you, The bucktail, now I'm going to go right on this one. The bucktail is my favorite. It's absolutely my most favorite lure. And I'm going to tell you something. I heard you say right now, once you bounce it off the bottom. Now I'm going to tell you, in Montauk, speaking with Bill Wetzel, you don't want to have, and you'll listen to also, what's that other older fella's name? Oh, he's always on YouTube. He's, guys, if you can help me out. There's Bill Wetzel. There's that one guy, Edwin, you know him.
Skinner?
John
Yes,
Skinner?
thank you. Kevin, my man. COWBASS. That's all I got to say. Okay, so Kevin, okay, so.
Yeah, John Skinner,
Yeah,
everyone's
John
saying.
Skinner. John Skinner's a big bucktail guy, and he shows videos with the camera underwater, and the bucktail is not allowed to bounce off the bottom. But I'm going to tell you something before you say anything, because I know you want to get in there. In Long Island, we like to float them right off the bottom. No bouncing, they say. Once you start bouncing it, you're really attracting fluke and flounder, whatever else is likes bouncing, those sea robins and sharks and so on. But you're not allowed to bounce it off the bottom. You're supposed to just keep it off the bottom. So here I am in Rhode Island, and I'm talking to some guy who's there, and I'm asking him, yeah, I'm going to be fishing a bucktail, 5 ounce. He's like, yeah, that's perfect. Just make sure you hit it off the bottom. And right there, I was like, hit it off the bottom. I was like, what do you mean hit it off the bottom? And he goes, yeah, you got to let it bounce. So you pull, you feel the bounce. And I'm like, feel the bounce. Now, I'm not used to this stuff. Anyway, that's what I did. I threw it out. I let it fall. And you could feel a little tap. And then you pull real hard. You feel the tap. You pull real hard. And eventually, Mr. COWBASS, Kevin himself, is going to show up at the end of that hook. But what I'm trying to say is that it's a different form of fishing there. They let the bucktails bounce. Now that you've understood what I understand, let's go back to Kevin. So, Kevin, you mentioned also in Staten Island, they bounce those off the bottom, Kevin.
Yeah. That's funny, yes, because when I used to fish off the boats in Montauk, the captain used to scream at us when we hit the bottom with the weight.
Thank you, Kevin, for backing me up. I'm not crazy. Thank you.
It's a different fishery. Every place we fish is different. I went to the canal with my knowledge. I stunk.
Yeah, Kevin, it's
So
good.
until someone showed me what to do, then it was game
Right.
on.
You know
Every
what?
place is different.
And I love the way you say that you stunk. This is why I like Kevin. This is why I like people who are not always about just the big fish. A big fish can get boring. Bill Wetzel will tell you that. He keeps saying, I want the big fish, and I got the big fish, and I got the big. All right, you got the big fish. Leave me alone. I'm going to go watch this guy catch a 19-inch striper. So, Kevin, I like your attitude. I know you, Kevin. You have a good heart. You're a good man. You're a good father, and you're a good family man. You could be a little better to your wife. Make sure you don't talk about, she's got to cook something good for you, goddammit.
She's a great cook.
She's what?
She's the best cook out there. She's
There
the
you
best
go.
cook out there.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I want to hear because the posts, listen, don't you laugh at that because the posts I see sometimes are a lot of women in your parties and they're all in the kitchen. They're all there and your wife's right there in the middle with the whole, kitchen robe. But you keep saying that you might squint and all that, but that's what I saw in one of those pictures. Go back, you'll see it in your videos, in your posts. You posted
That must have been Weekend Warriors post.
there you go. All right. But I'm trying.
I'm just hot.
I'm trying to help your wife out as much as I can. I keep drowning myself over here. But anyway, John Francisconi says, happy wife, happy life. Is your wife happy, Kevin? Please don't say no to that. Then I'm going to just...
I'm joking.
Yeah, I know
love
you
my
are.
wife, and I
Of
love
course
her
you are.
cooking. I love everything she does.
Yes, I know you
I
do,
love
Kevin. There you
back
go.
and forth right
Thank you for not proving me I'm not crazy again. See, he's smiling at her. He loves her. And I love your smile. Keep smiling in all your posts with
Go
the...
ahead, sweetie. Say hello to Mr. Poseidon and all our fans.
Goodness.
Hello, darling. How are you? We're nice to hear your
Come here.
voice.
Go ahead, say hello.
Hey, there you go. How you doing, honey? It's a beautiful, okay, that's enough. Your husband is a star tonight. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. Come back. I'm kidding. Thank you, darling. Thank you for showing yourself tonight. That's Kevin Maltezo's wife, wonderful mom, a wonderful woman, wonderful family woman, and Kevin is the star of the show tonight. He is the dad. Thank you, Kevin, for coming to my show tonight. No, it's not over. Guys, I'm going to show you really quick. Kevin, we're going to take a 2-minute break. If you want to have a glass of water or something, I'm going to talk about the prize they're getting tonight, so I'm going to switch over to that. I'm just giving you that advance. Right. And then we'll do some call-ins. We'll ask Kevin some questions. And, guys, you know the number. My wife will put it up if you don't know it. But anyway, let's go to the overhead cam right now. Guys, this is last week's prize we said we were going to give away. We said we were going to do the Ebby Point bag. I'm not giving this away. I'm going to give away a quarter. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be giving away the Ebby Point bag. This is really a nice bag. Whoever wins this tonight, just look at it. It comes with a strap. Now you can take the strap off. These are really nice bags. These are light bags that you can carry probably 2 of these on your shoulder. You got the tubes inside. You can pull these out. It's got the holes on the bottom for the drainage. It's got a little bucktail bag in the front.
Everybody loves the orange color.
Yeah, the orange is great. Wait till you see next week's giveaway, which I'll be showing in a little while. But there you have a bucktail bag. You know, you can put your liter bag in here. Pretty cool stuff, man. Ebby, thank you so much for this.
Ebby.
Yeah, you know I love Ebby. Ebb Point. Okay, let's also talk about Zinger baits a little bit. Now, again, using plastics in the ocean and rivers, I don't care where you use them. These are killer baits. These are 5-inch. They're called the Maniac Minnows. These are in a yellow color. Comes with the tail in the back with the shad there. You know, it vibrates as you pull it in. And I believe in vibration. I believe that fish feel that. Zinger baits. That comes with this bag tonight as an addition. Thank you so much. Okay, let's also talk about what you're going to be leaving a comment at the bottom of this video for next week's giveaway. Yeah, I know the winner of this week's giveaway. Let's get that out of the way. I know the winner of this week's giveaway is going to want this. Now, these liter bags I like. Easy. Remember, guys, we're on the surf. When you pull this out of your bag and you open this, look how easy it is. There they are. If these bags become worn or whatever, rip it out and go get another batch, brand new, delivered to you by Ebby Point. No, I'm just kidding. It's Ebb Point. So you got nice wide bags there. You can put 2-3 liters in each bag, and they're ready to go. And even though you don't need it, he gives you one to grommet. Thanks for so much for that, Ebb Point. Really nice. And
Cute.
Let's talk about, if you guys know, does anybody know what this symbol stands for? Does anybody know out there?
Can't really.
This symbol right here. Does anybody know what that symbol stands for? Let's see if anybody knows. I will be very angry if nobody knows what this symbol stands for. Look, what does this stand for? Telsa.
Well, if you're covering it.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Let me bring it up closer. Does anybody know what that symbol stands for? There it is, Bronx Surfcaster. He got it. To prove it, there's the tag.
Mantis?
Yes. Let me get that up there real close. Where is it? That says made in China. There's this part. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. Mad Mantis. There you go. Beautiful lures. All you got to do is put your own hooks on there. The name is right here. Mad Mantis. Let's bring that up close. MadMantis.com. Huh. There's a beautiful spoof, man. All you got to do is add your...
Spook.
Yep.
Mikey said.
Spook. Hey, how you doing? He's spooky. He's very spooky, the Mad Mantis, you know? Put that back in the plastic bag. That'll be tonight's giveaway. Guys, you're basically looking... No, I don't have cheap giveaways, man. And all I ask is for your subscriptions. That's all I ask for. Also, I want to take another time out right now. I want to say to my partner at work, Louis Coppola. Hey, how you doing, Louis? Luigi! Yeah. So me and Louis work together. We've been partners there in our site in Manhattan for 18 years. Louis is a wonderful engineer. He knows the building very well. I always can count on him when I don't know something. He is dynamite. Louis, thank you very much. Hey, Louis, thank you very much. So me and Louis had a little problem tonight, but we put on the boxing gloves. He knocked me out. I got the idea. We fixed it. We always fix everything. There's never a problem when we're there. But thank you, Louis. Thank you for being my partner. Thank you for the last 17 years. We're going on 18, buddy. You know what that means when you're 18. Usually you're allowed to, well, no, let's not get into that. Louis, I'll see you later. I'll be in 12 midnight tonight. Guys, thank you, Louis. Guys, going back now, we're going to head on back. You saw the giveaways for tonight. Once more time, overhead camera. These are the giveaways tonight. You can put these on. You can leave a comment on the bottom of these videos. Make sure you're here when we call your name next week, all right? When you get your name called, you win the prize. That's the way it works. Now we're going to get back to our man after a nice break, Mr. Kevin Maltezo. How you doing, Kevin? Welcome back. I'm sorry. I had your mic off for a second. Yeah, I was muted for a second. I must have missed your introduction. So welcome back, Kevin, to the live stream. Kevin, let's talk a little bit about now.
Wait,
go ahead.
Hooked Up Surf Casting says, can't believe Kev ain't going to give me a shout out.
Hooked Up Surf Casting. He's wanting a shout out there, Kevin.
Shout out to everyone.
Well, we know how he feels about you now, Mr. Hooked Up Surf Casting. No, he's kidding.
Great shout out to you, buddy.
There you go.
Also, the Z-Man.
There you go.
I don't know if you guys seen my post.
Okay.
The Z-Man is going through some hard times right now.
Oh.
He's one of my best friends. We love you, buddy.
Z-Man,
You're
I
gonna
hope
get through it.
Yeah, hope everything is good. I don't know anything about that. Don't think Kevin called me up and said, Kevin, Z-Man needs $5. I'm sorry I don't have it. You can look for it for somebody else. But whatever's up, I hope it's all good, proud. We're backing you here. The Z-Man. Thank you, Kevin, for that.
We have Surf Casting Chris. Question for Kevin. What is his strategy for working out if a new spot holds fish? Working out if a new spot holds fish. What's your strategy?
If a spot, all right. This is what I always wanted to talk about with strategy and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very big network of people, close friends, fishermen, internet, things like that. Of course, we all keep our spots to ourselves, but you do have to chase the stripers. For me, it's New Jersey. Then
Brooklyn.
The stripers migrate into the Raritan. You can go right to the tips of New Jersey, the ocean side after they leave the river, or you could hit, Staten Island, things like that. But local knowledge is so key. If I go to a new spot, what do I know? I'm gonna bring my tactics there. I don't really know, but if you know someone that knows the area, I'm not ashamed to ask them for tips. What if I'm throwing a 2-ounce bucktail? That bucktail might not work. You might have to go to 3 or 4 or up, or even lower than that. But that's why you have a good network of people that could assist you. Because I don't think all of us have the time to fish that spot for 3 days, 4 days, and finally figure it out. So, when I go to a new spot, somebody usually invites me there, and they give me a couple tips. After that, we use our knowledge of fishing to figure it out. But, that's pretty much it. I mean, if there's big bait, you match the hatch. If it's smaller bait, obviously you do it that way.
Love it how you say match the hatch, because Kevin, I think if we all knew where the bait was and we knew what that bait was, we'd all be big fish, striped bass catchers. So definitely you are right, 100%. Listen to what Kevin's saying. Match that bait, guys. So if you're seeing peanut buck out there, please don't throw big white darters out there. Throw something to match those. You'll catch the fish. Kevin, please continue.
But like you just said, of course, match the hatch, but don't be afraid to try something out of the ordinary.
Okay.
You know, some
Love
days
it.
I remember I was reading something about Bill Wetzel when he was throwing. It was daytime fishing, and he decided to throw a darter.
Yeah.
Try it out. Don't be afraid. Take a couple casts. It's nighttime. Some people like to do like to throw dark dark colors. That's what I got. That's the way I learned. Don't be afraid to throw a white, a chartreuse, a
Right.
chicken scratch, anything. You never know. But you know what arsenal you have. Try it,
Correct.
and eventually you're gonna figure it out. You
Yeah.
know, try start off from the top. You got your surface metal lips, then your subsurface. Then if they're not hitting there, you start drawing your darters to get a little lower. Or the swimmers, you could start. You know, any type of swimmer, throw an SP, throw a um, any type of thing out there to do the different water depths. If you got current, you know, you slow it down. If you don't have current, you know, maybe change the speeds. Eventually, you're definitely going to figure it out.
Yeah, without a doubt, Kevin. I love it. Guys, I hope you heard that. If you haven't heard it, I would suggest that part right there. Copy it on your phone and consistently listen to it 10 or 9 times a day, 9 or 10 times a day, because it's a fact. That is a fact what he just said. Are you listening? This man catches big fish. He's not catching big fish because he's throwing Gio's old slippers at him that he doesn't fit into anymore. Trust me, he knows what he's talking about, and that's going to help you or help your odds on catching a bigger fish, because he is the COWBASS man, and nobody's ever going to tell me different. Kevin, continue, my friend.
Also, one other thing is, if you fish with a couple people, switch it up. Everybody throws a different plug until you find that plug that's working, and then everybody has a good time.
Absolutely. No, Kevin, you said that right. Sometimes it's nice to see that, because I noticed in the canal, Kevin. So I was catching some fish, and the guy was yelling, "What are you using?" So I would tell him right away. And, you know, hopefully that'll help him out, because I don't mind telling people what I'm using. Look, the way I think of it is, you know, it's a big canal or a big ocean. You're throwing a freaking plug out there the size of a piece of dust in that ocean. And, you know, if somebody is catching something on their plug, and you could switch it up, you know, and you could catch something on, then that's a help. So whenever they ask you what you're using, don't be afraid to tell them, because there's tons of fish out there. There isn't just one. You understand? You're throwing the dust out there. There's tons of fish out there. If you're catching a fish, then everybody's going to catch fish most of the time. Sometimes you get lucky. You know, I've been fishing in areas 30 years, and I got a guy who shows up with a broken rod. That's still in my mind. It's 25 years ago, but it bothers me. He showed up, Kevin, he showed up with a broken rod. It was broken. And I'm laughing at him. I'm going, look at this guy over here. And then he catches a 32-pound striped bass right there in front. And he leaned it up against one of those old beach chairs that has that wiggly stuff in it. You know what I'm talking about? Remember that? Those old... Kevin, he was leaning on the chair, and then I just seen his rod going like this. Watch, everyone. Look at my hand. The back was lifting up. And I said, oh, shoot, he's got a fish. He felt it because he was leaning on his chair back. He got up 32 pounds, Kevin. I almost died. And then he came up to me and he goes, hey, you got any ice? Now, no exaggeration, Kevin. I had 5 bags of ice in my car just in case, in the cooler. Nice, fresh, crushed. If I caught a striper, it's got to go in fresh, because a lot of people don't know. You got to get that striper right away. Clean them, and then if you're going to keep them, clean them. Get them in the freezing ice right away, or start cooking them, because those fish rot the quickest out of all fish, okay? Bluefish are rotted when you catch them. But anyway, the striped bass is what, they're not rotted when you catch them. But the striped bass, you got to get under ice. So he came up to me, Kevin, and he's like, oh, do you have any ice? And that was the one time in my life, because I love people. But I was so upset. Broken rod and everything. He says to me, you got any ice? I told him no, and I had 25 pounds in the car about 20 feet away, and I told him. And then after I regretted it, he showed up in a shopping bag with ice in it. He stuck the head in it, and he left.
Oh, my goodness.
I felt so bad. Anyway, Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry to
We
interrupt.
actually have, when you have a sec, we have a caller. We have Edwin.
Oh, we do. Do you mind taking a call, Kevin?
Let's put him on.
Of course.
All right. Who do we got on right now, guys?
Edwin Rivera. Hey,
Edwin. I love Edwin. He's not afraid to use that number. Guys, use that number when my wife puts it up. Edwin, how are you?
I got it saved on speed dial.
Yeah, buddy. I love those speed dials on those radio talk shows. You just won a cup from this radio station. What? All right, that's enough of speed dial.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kevin. Edwin. Sorry.
Hey, what's up, Kevin? How you doing?
What's up, Edwin? How are you?
I'm doing good. A few people in the comments wanted to know what length of rod and what action and weight do you use?
The rod I'm using now is a 1:5 ODM Evolution.
Beautiful.
I don't even know the specs. It's what, 10.5 foot maybe?
I think it's a 10-footer, Kevin. That one. I think.
Is it 10 foot?
I think, buddy. But that rod you're using is excellent. I'm using the next one up, which is the. I have the. What's the rod I have on it?
You asking me?
The 3 to 8 I got. The 3 to 8. The 3 to 8. Beautiful
That's
rod.
good, bro.
Evolution?
I'm sorry. I'm ruining this whole thing. Go ahead, Edwin.
No, it's funny.
I never look at this. I mean, of course, I look at the weight. 1 to 2 to 4, but medium action, heavy action, I really don't pay attention to. I pretty much know the plugs that I'm throwing, and I've been throwing the same one, same weight for a long time. I used to fish the St. Croix Legend, 1 to 4 ounce, and that pole is fantastic.
I have it.
But it snaps.
Yes.
It snaps every single season. It snaps. I'm red flagged from St. Croix. I got 3. They said they're gonna send me, but
Kevin, I have to interrupt you. You are 100% right. I have 3 of their rods. I have the 1 through 4. I have the 3/4 to 3 or 4, and then I have a 1 to 6. Those rods snap. I only use them exclusively for my bucktails, period.
But now I went up to the Evo.
Look.
Wait, hold on.
Fishy.
What is that, Gio? What is that? Holy smokes. Put that up to the camera. Closer. Closer. I want to see it, Gio.
Gio,
Put it
popped into the
closer.
frame.
Put it, Gio, I know you want to show your James Dean look, but put the hey, Gio, come back here. Gio!
They want to see a picture.
Gio. That's it. Higher, Gio, higher. Cover your face, Gio.
Oh my goodness.
Cover your face. Go high. Wow.
Oh, that's a bluefish.
Gio, can I ask you, did you do that, Gio? Stop
Mr.
looking at the
Poseidon.
picture and say yes.
You made it?
Did you do that?
Mommy did this.
Oh my goodness, she said mommy did this. She gave it up. Mommy, don't ever steal anything from the supermarket because Gio will be like, Mommy sold the peppermints and lip lifesavers.
My goodness.
Use COWBASS.
My daddy's catches COWBASS.
And I love how you listen to Daddy. What a good
So
boy
cute.
you are.
So cute.
So cute, isn't he? Daddy goes in COWBASS. He said the same thing Daddy said. He trusts his daddy. That's freaking
All right,
awesome.
back to Edwin. I'm throwing the
yes.
ODM. I am a little bit nervous about throwing those heavier plugs in the next coming weeks.
I hear you.
That's my first opinion. Go ahead, Edwin. I'm sorry.
No. I was saying, what did you say the upper rating was for the lure? 4 ounces?
I would. It all depends on what you throw. I always like. There's different rods. Different. They say 2 to 4.
On the rod
you
that
can
you're
definitely throw
using.
heavier. Oh, I didn't hear you.
The rod. No, the rod that you're using. What's the highest lure you can throw with it?
I throw. It's rated 1 to 5. I've been throwing a few times 6 ounce.
Oh, okay.
But I have a feeling it's gonna. One of these days, it's gonna snap. That's
I hear you.
just the way it feels. compared to like the I have the ODM Jigster, which is rated, I think 5 to 10. When you're casting that rod, it you actually it's like a no-brainer casting it. But there's a 5 to 10 rod that I snapped in the canal.
Yes.
So what does that mean? I don't know. I have no idea. I guess it's trial and error, but again, we're gonna go back to the legend. The
Kevin,
legend,
yeah.
when it worked, it was the absolute best.
Yes.
But every single fall, when I start getting into the bigger fish, 20, 30 pounds and up, the rod snaps.
Yeah.
So
It sounds like you're working out too much.
Yeah.
no, I have one bad habit. I'm a side caster, and they say with I believe it's carbon composite rods, you don't supposed to do it side casting. So maybe it's partially my fault, but I guess we'll see what happens with the Evo, and then I guess I'll figure it out. I'll have to try something new. I also have that.
I like to give you.
Sensory.
Yeah, I like to give you a little, just a little idea. I call it an idea. I never tell people what to do, but in the canal, Kevin, I use 2 rods. I use my GSB 2 to 5. That's the 101 MS. And also, I used my Century rod. I love those rods. I think they're very powerful rods that can handle the bigger plug. But Edwin, I haven't forgotten that you're there. Edwin, how do you feel about using rods in the canal? Since we got you on, how do you feel about using bigger rods in the canal versus something like Kevin said where, and I agree with him because I've had my Legend rod snap once and I broke another one only because I paired it up with an ODM top piece. Yeah, you guys heard right.
I went to the canal last year, and I originally bought a Tsunami Trophy 2 for chunking. It's rated 4 to 10 ounces. I had to bring that with me in order to throw those 5 and 6 ounce jigs that you needed at the canal.
Right on. I hear that. No doubt. Kevin, again, let's go back to you. I love this subject of rods and the St. Croix Legends because I own 3 of them, Kevin. Kevin, I own 3 of them, and I feel the same way. When I went fishing, you'll see me in some of my videos, I carry 2 rods with me. I bring one is the Legend, and the other one is either the GSB or my Century. And more I'm leaning towards that Century because I just love it for big plugs. But going back to that again, the Legends and the Centuries and the GSBs, I feel that Kevin is right as far as the Legends. I'm sorry, St. Croix. Give me money and I'll promote your rods. Other than that, I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. I'm a truthful guy, and I love the Legends. Don't get me wrong. I've caught plenty of big stripers on my Legends. Right there, you've seen them on videos. I caught that nice 34-inch fish. Kevin is like, 34-inch fish? Big. Please. I get it, Kevin. I get it. But for me, that was a nice fish. And those Legends I love because parabolic, they're from the beginning to end. You can buy a lot of rods when they're like the St. Croix, that fast action on top. And once they only bend on top, the problem is if you're going for bluefish and you catch a lot, you're going to feel it in your back. You want these rods to bend parabolic. They got to be parabolic when you're pulling them in. It helps in your power over the fish. Kevin, tell me more about the rod that you're using now. Right now, Kevin.
The ODM.
The ODM, that's it. That's the one I use too. The 3 to 8 I happen to use. But I know you said you use the 1 to 5, is that? Or 1 to 6, you said?
It might be 1 to 5.
It is 1 to 5. It is 1 to 5.
Yeah, 1 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, what do they call it? Like a 60-40 split?
Correct.
I don't know anything.
I know that.
I'm too old.
No. You know much. Stop being modest. But I'm going to tell you that the Wolf of Rhode Island, he uses the same rod you do, and he loves it. He's the one who mentioned to me, and I went out and brought the 3 to 8. I want to go to NorCal Cat on the screen. Most rods fail because of user error, high sticking, etc., and lack of care. Then they make a cast and they snap, thrown beyond its means. You heard, guys, thrown beyond its means, too heavy of a lure, or it's weighted for 20 pounds and you need a 40-pound stick. You get it? So you have to follow some of the...
Kevin. Sounds like Kevin, Orlando is blaming Kevin for breaking all those rods.
Yeah.
Too. And I do have
Orlando,
a confession.
Orlando, you're fired, Orlando. Don't come. No, I'm
No.
just kidding. I'm
Go
kidding.
ahead, Kevin.
I put a lot of muscle into my cast, and you should let the rod do majority of the work. When I was in the canal, I wanted to hit the other side of the canal. Maybe I put a little bit too much into it.
Yeah, that's all right. Listen, these rods are
But
good.
he's
All
right.
ODM rods are good.
But no, Noah Calcat is definitely right. The newer rods, you definitely just let the rod do the work, and you don't need to put all that muscle into it, and the cast will be just as perfect.
Yeah, and also I want to mention right now, I'm noticing Maroon Sexatilis. I got it right, buddy. Don't you get angry at me. Maroon Sexatilis, St. Croix rods are notorious for breaking. Now, we're looking at a master here, so I'm going to continue on that. Even I have broken one casting. An eel he casted and he broke the rod. So, yes, he is right. And I've broken one too, I have to admit. But thank you, Maroon Sexatilis, for coming on tonight and for giving us a little bit of your information so we can add on to Kevin's. Kevin.
Yo.
So how do you feel about that rod breaking, Kevin? Are you crying still? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Kevin.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got over that a long time ago.
Now, I know, is your wife still there, Kevin? Oh,
No.
because I was going to use her to help me right now, but I really want you to come to the Striper 3-day challenge just because I know you, I know your personality, I know who you are, I know how loving you are and how much you want to teach your followers the correct way. And what do I mean by the correct way? It doesn't mean Kevin is going to be there whipping you saying, you know what, that 34-pound fish you caught is nothing. That's not Kevin, all right? Kevin's a very nice man who's going to help you out in every which way he can. Kevin, am I right about that? I know I'm right, Kevin, because you have a channel, right? Maltezo Kevin?
I would never put somebody down.
That's right. No. I'm not saying you put somebody down, but you always help, Kevin. You're always on that
Yes, I
end of
do.
the stick.
What a better feeling than helping someone learn fishing properly.
Absolutely.
I think that's awesome.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to have
we have-
Edwin maybe
yeah.
wants to listen
Yeah,
to
I was
the
going to
show,
say,
so I'm on the
Edwin,
phone.
one more question, anything you want to ask, because I know there's other people, it keeps beeping up that are calling. So, Edwin, please ask Kevin if you want another question or anything you want to say.
No, it's cool. I just didn't want to hang up without saying bye.
Yeah,
I
right.
know.
There you go.
That's why I
He's
stayed on the line.
You're funny,
So
man.
nice, Edwin.
He's so funny.
Thanks for calling. We'll see you
Yeah,
on
no
the
problem.
chat.
Always good calling in. Kevin, great information, man. I appreciate it so much.
Love it.
Thank you.
God, I'll talk
Thank
to you
you.
later.
Absolutely. So, and if anybody else is out there and you want to do a call in, please do, because we don't have much time. I don't want to run the show over an hour and a half. We do have Kevin Maltezo on. He is the COWBASS man. Please follow him on Instagram. I'll leave a link on the bottom. That's Maltezo Kevin
What's
on
on the
Instagram.
screen, yeah.
Yeah, definitely follow him. He's excellent. He's got a lot of posts. And if you like families and you like good shots, and especially of Gio, you'll see who Gio is. Just follow him. And don't forget to follow Mr. Poseidon too, okay? But other than that, Kevin, I always thank you for coming to my show. We will have you on again. You are a striped bass hunter and one of the best that I know. I'm very happy to have you on my show. We do have to give that giveaway tonight. That giveaway is going to be the Ed Point bag, and we got the Zinger baits. There we go. We got it on there, honey. Can we see it? Beautiful thing.
That's the overhead you got?
Yep, the
Yeah.
overhead. The overhead is on. So, Kevin, going back to you so we can finish off here slowly. Kevin, tell me anything off you want to finish off with. Anything? Go ahead, honey.
We have people, let's see, Ocean State Bass Fishing. If Kevin had a lure to fish, one lure to fish, what would it be? One lure to fish all year, what would it be? Were you able to get that, Kevin?
Yeah, I hear it.
Oh,
Oh, we got a call
Deal.
coming in. But why am I not hearing Kevin? Okay, hold on.
Could you hear me?
Yep, now we can hear you loud and clear, buddy. Sorry about that. That was my fault. Another foolish mistake by Mr. Poseidon.
I would lure all year round. I would say an algags.
Algags, there you go.
Algags,
Or zingers.
1 or 2 ounce.
Or zingers.
That's it. No.
Ah.
Algags you could use daytime and nighttime.
Well, here you go, right here. I want to show you, Kevin, that I used this at the canal a lot. I got my most fish on this algags right here with the skirt on there. I guess it reminds them of something of an squid. So I did pretty good. But I also did get fish on Lefty Eye Lures. I got fish on Zinger Baits. Thank you for that. I also got lures on who else? Also on Outcast Lures, on a daughter type pencil popper, you could say. I got him on that.
I think the better question would be what lures, plural lures, would you use throughout the year?
Yeah.
I would say I always have a mag daughter. I always have an SP minnow, a hydro minnow, a daughter, a metal lip, a popper, and some plastics. I will not go fishing without them.
Yeah, without a doubt, Kevin. I know you, Kevin. You are a wonderful fisherman. I appreciate you for being on this show. Do you want to say any love, any kicks out to anybody out there, honey?
we have Mario calling.
Oh, we got Mario Gandini.
Go ahead.
All right, Mario, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, Eric. Hey, Kevin. What's up, bro?
What's up, Mario?
Hey, listen. I know, like you said, you talked about the plugs and the bucktails, but what you really didn't touch on was your chunking. And how do you set up your chunking? And what are you looking for on the, on the bait that you're using? Fresh, frozen? Maybe you can touch on that with some guys that want to learn how to chunk.
Very simple. If you're not snagging the bunker, don't fish.
There you go.
That's it. If it's not freshly caught, your chances of catching fish are very slim. If you got fresh bait, snagged or, a few hours old and you didn't really keep them on ice and not, bagged and don't let the ice touch them, it has to have that natural slime on it. You're cutting your chances very, very small of catching good fish. You'll outfish everybody on the beach with fresh fish, fresh bait.
Well, if you got to go to the bait shop, the tackle shop, and you got to go pick it out, right? Like, obviously they have it in bags. What are you looking for if you're saying it's fresh? I know you have like a contact in the tackle shop. Some of us don't.
Yes.
I get that phone call. So if you're walking into a tackle shop, what are you looking for in that bag so you know it's fresh?
Well, of course, if they have those snowy colored eyes, that means that they were in brine or they were frozen. I said this the last time I was on Mr. P's show. Every bait store wants to sell bait. They have no problems with taking in orders. If you call them up and say, when you get your fresh bait in, here's my credit card number, or here's my money. Can you please bag them for me and put them on the side, and I'll be there as soon as you call, or I'll send somebody over. You don't want that bait in the salt brine or touching the ice. It's that simple.
Right. Right. I love this. I'm becoming a better striped bass fisherman as I hear this. Mario, I just want to say to you right while you're on, Mario, thank you so much, Mario. Mario's bucktails will be included in my bonus box at the Montauk Challenge. I'm very excited for that. Mario, thank you for that. I know Mario's doing me a huge, huge favor. Thank you for that. I can't wait to get there. Kevin Maltezo said he's coming. He just called me on his side phone. He said, I'm coming. Right, Kevin?
Yes, but can I say one thing to
Yes.
Mario?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
He promised me. He promised me he would make me a pencil popper. He never gave it to me.
I'm going to make it in the winter. I promise, in the winter. That's when I do it.
Wait a minute. Wait a
what I
minute.
do.
Cucumbers are not in season in the winter here.
I shut down for like 2-3 weeks, and I make a bunch of pencils, and I give them out to guys who deserve them. So Kevin's definitely one of those guys. You'll get a pencil coming your way. You know, sometime, I don't know, December, January. It's got to be dead of winter. It's too hot in my garage to turn the wood. So you know, sit there.
When you say too hot in your garage, Mario, I can only tell you this. Tell that to NorCal Cat, who's on right now, because I've heard some of those temperatures out there in LA, 110 and 115, bugging out.
Oh yeah, but like my garage gets hot. Like it has like, you know, a garage door. I can open it up, but it doesn't.
You know,
help.
Mario. You know, Mario.
I put fans in there. It's terrible. It's
You know
terrible
what?
to do.
When Mario invites you over and says, come on over, you can watch me make bucktails, I was excited. But then he handed me this large 7-foot wingspan wing, and he goes, go ahead, just fan it towards me as I show you what I'm doing. I was like, what is this? What is this? What's going on over here? I'm kidding. Mario did not have me over at his house fanning him like some Egyptian prince or whatever, but I'm still...
Oh, well, if I'm going to have you over my house, I'm going to put you to work. Like, you're going to be making the jigs, and you're going to be painting them. All right, and I'm going to sit down on the couch and enjoy the time that I have.
I hate you, Mario. Don't bring me in. No, I'm kidding, Mario. Mario,
Don't worry.
guys.
I'll give you a good Italian dinner for all that work that you do. Don't worry.
Man, no, but I want to say something to everybody out there. I asked Mario to make me some bucktails for my bonus box for that I'm going to Montauk. I like Mario. He's been there from the start with me. He's backed me. He was at last year's challenge. He'll be here also at this year's challenge. And Mario, I asked him, and he goes, Eric, he's got a lot of orders. A lot of people order Mario's bucktails. Why? Because for some reason they're catching small striped bass. Oh, excuse me, big striped bass. But they're catching, no, I'm kidding. They're catching fish with them, and they're ordering it. So you know what? He turned me down, and I was like, oh, man. You know, but he explained to me. He said, look, Eric, I want to do this, but I got a lot of orders. I can't keep this. An hour later, he calls me up. He says, look, I'm going to make you those bucktails, those 2 bucktails that you wanted. I'm going to make you them. I says, no, Mario, it's 30. No problem, Mr. Poseidon. So he's going to make me bucktails so I can put in the box. I know what you're sacrificing, Mario. I wish I can be there to give you a hug and say, hey, man, I appreciate you. Because, no, honestly, it's all joking aside. I know what you do, and I know how hard you work at it. That's why people want your bucktails. Mug 'em up bucktails. You can't go wrong. I'll leave a link at the bottom of the description, right under Kevin, under Maltezo, Kevin. Come on! It's COWBASS time. Let's get with it right now. You guys, if anybody's listening out there, and you're just sitting there and you're being sneaky and you're just listening, who is this guy? What does he think he is? Subscribe to my channel and you know who I am. I make videos. I make live streams. And look, I have Kevin Maltezo on. Are you kidding me right now? All right, let's go back to Kevin. Kevin, how are you, buddy? I know you're talking to your friend Mario. Do you want to ask Mario any questions on why he was missing one hair from your bucktail last time?
Mario is a good guy.
Oh, he's
That's
wonderful.
all I can say.
Absolutely.
I like Mario.
I love Mario. And Mario also, for you guys that don't know out there, he'll shoot you if you steer him wrong. No, he's not going to shoot anybody. Mario's a good guy. He's a family guy. He's got a couple of daughters, wife. I love you, Mario, and thank you for what you've done to me. Any last question you want to ask Kevin tonight before we go? And guys, call up if you want to ask Kevin a question, because I'm not going to do that giveaway until everybody's got their question answered tonight. I'm sorry. I'm asking a little like Herman Munster tonight. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mario. You're still there, Mario? I hope you're there, Mario.
Yeah, I'm still here. No, I appreciate everything you said, Eric. And,
Thank you.
To Kevin, I appreciate him. I'm glad I got him into bucktailing. I know he was a little iffy on it. When you use the bucktails, you try to make everybody like a well-rounded, fisherman, because I know a lot of guys are afraid of bucktails. Kevin actually, ordering some bucktails and giving it a shot, and he was hooking up on some fish, change the game a little bit. There's so many places you can throw a plug. If you're in a nor'easter, good luck throwing a wooden plug into that wind. It's not going to work.
Thank you,
Mario.
Mario.
You gotta change it up. Your techniques, like you said, it takes a little bit of work to understand the bucktail. But like I said, I'm just glad. Listen, this is why I make the bucktails. Is hopefully guys catch fish and just another tool in their toolbox. That's it.
That's it, buddy.
And any builder will tell you that. Between wooden plugs, plastic plugs, you just have to have the right tools. And that's why a lot of guys are out there building them. Just to help a fisherman catch, one fish.
Thank you, man.
One fish a day is a catch. So,
thank you.
Regardless how big or small it is. So, and like I say, you've proven it, and Kevin's proven it. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome, without a doubt.
In, Mario.
Mario, thank you so much. You're always a staple.
Yeah,
Mario's always a staple.
Guys.
He's just dynamite. I love it. Mario, thank you so much again.
Love you, Mario.
Thank you, buddy.
And tell Kevin I expect the videos from Gio. He always
did you hear that,
always
Kevin?
puts a smile on my face when he sends me one.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got it, Mario.
Thank you, Mario. Thank you so much, my brother. You are the best. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you soon, buddy. Jason Palmatia says, not a lot of people in my neck of the woods sling bucktails. Kevin is by right around the corner there in Massachusetts, if you know what I'm talking about.
Jason is.
Jason Palmatia, yeah. He's around there in Massachusetts. They don't sling a lot of bucktails. I went fishing with him 3 weeks in a row. I think by the third week, he was like, please don't call me for a fourth week. But we're going to take one more caller, and then we're going to do the giveaway. One more caller. Come on, guys. One more caller. Call up now. Put that number up, honey. I'll put up Kevin alone so you can put up the number. There's the number at the top right corner. See that number? It's your only chance to ask Kevin questions, unless you see him on Staten Island or Brooklyn or Long Island. Wherever Kevin is, you're going to see him. But this is your last chance to ask him a question. We're waiting for that phone to ring. This is such a busy show that it's not ringing. You figure there'd be like 9 numbers ringing right now, and you got to choose them all. But everybody's nervous to call. Don't be nervous. I'm going to work with you. Call up and say, hello, Kevin. Kevin, do you use a hook to catch a fish?
Was there
Ask him. He'll answer you.
Some
Nice
people
guy.
were putting questions on the chat, though, but it's
Yeah,
going
they
so
were.
fast that
Yeah, Chet Zing, you can't be sliming up those pretty left eyes. I get it, Chet. He's talking about left eye lures. Left eye lures makes only one eye on the left side of his lures. And great lures. I caught a fish over there with that. I was given that as a gift from Matt from Night Shift Fishing. He gave me that, and I caught a fish on that. I was very proud of that. Oski. Oski was the original. He's out there right now. Oski 007 Salt Life. Oski was the original one who introduced me to Matt. Matt continued on that, on being a good friend of Oski, gave us a tour of the canal, brought us fishing. Oski couldn't be with us because he was working, and I know how bad he wanted to be there, and I feel you, Oski. Thank you for showing up to my channel. Oski, see what you can do about getting the Birdman on my show. I want him on my show. Guys, you got to hear this story. Remarkable about a guy who saved an eagle's life in the Cape Cod Canal. It's not all about striped bass fishing. There's a lot of good stories that come with that Cape Cod Canal. But let's go back to Kevin.
Hold on. And Rick is asking, Kevin, do you fish mostly off of the boat or the surf?
They've seen you on the boat, Kevin, so they're asking.
The surf.
The surf, yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. And what's your go-to lure when in Montauk? Do you go to Montauk?
Yeah, he's been to Montauk. Kevin's been to Montauk.
Well, I haven't fished Montauk in about 15, 20 years.
Yeah, but you've been there. No, you
Really?
told me you've been there.
Wow.
It was bucktails back then.
Correct.
Okay.
Large pencil poppers
Yep.
and daughters at nighttime.
That's correct. 100%. You know you Montauk, buddy. And I'm not going to disagree with you there because everything you said was right. You can add a diamond jig on there. 15 years ago, these people love the diamond jig. There's a guy known out there as the Tin Man who made some number diamond jig that he uses. I don't know the exact number. If anybody's listening out there and knows the Tin Man, please mention that diamond jig up right now. It says Rogerio Corsini.
Rodrigo.
Oh, Rodrigo Corsini. When are you coming back to the canal, Kevin? They want to drown you, Kevin. Don't tell them.
That young man trained me in the canal.
Did he really? Let's hear about that one.
Yes.
Hey, Rodrigo. You trained Kevin? I want to know you, Rodrigo. What's up, buddy? Good to see you on the show tonight.
That man, he took, after I was having my rough couple nights, he brought me out to a secret spot of his
Nice.
in the canal.
Nice.
I
You've-
did outfish him.
You've
I did. No, it was a pretty cool spot. And then I met him at, what is it, Herring?
Heaven and L, call.
Yeah, and we fished, and right about the it turned on, and that's about the time when I broke my jigster, and I said, "That's it." The canal won this battle. The fish started breaking, everything busted
Right,
loose,
right.
and I looked at him. He had to leave, and I had to hit the road. I had to go back home. So I said that enough is enough with this canal. But yes, Rodrigo's an awesome guy, and
Nice.
he showed
Nice.
me the ropes there. After he showed me, I pretty much almost got my my technique down pat.
Nice. I have the Heaven and L Outdoors. And I know you met her personally also because you are the fisherman that likes to meet people, likes to meet his followers. I know you. And she's asking, Kevin, what do you switch your lure to if you find you're catching bluefish instead of stripers? Good question, by the way.
I don't switch. I catch everything on the same lures.
Okay.
I don't care if they break off. I just keep on catching and having a good time.
Yep, Kevin. I'm with you on that, Kevin, because I'm going to be honest. In that sense of the matter, Kevin, I'm like you. I don't switch. If I'm catching fish on stripers or if I'm catching blues, I'm just going to keep throwing out that same lure. I'm not even going to waste time running into my bag, ODM bag, that is, my ODM bag, and grabbing the lure to put on. I'm like you. I like to just throw out, and if it breaks, it breaks. That's the name of the game. That's what we are fishing in this world together with. Right, Kevin?
That's right.
Oh,
What?
I didn't mean that. Sorry, Kevin. All right, so we're getting to the end of the show. It's getting late. It's 8:40. You are a one-of-a-kind guest. I love having you on, Kevin. We've had a lot of people on here tonight, just about 70 watching us. And, Kevin, that's because of you, because you are the COWBASS man. Let me say that right. You are the COWBASS man. Always, always, always the COWBASS man to me. You catch the big fish. I know you know how to catch them. My wife is looking at me like, what?
No, I'm okay.
What is it? Let's put her on so we can embarrass her. What's wrong, honey? Tell me what's wrong. Oh, we're going to start doing the raffle. That's what she's worried about. Kevin.
Oh, wow.
Stay on with us.
I can't believe the time.
Yeah, I know it's late. We're going to finish this up. So let's do the overhead. Once again, we're going to do the Ed Point bag. This is called the tutu bag. It's called the Beachcomber bag. It's got a nice front pouch to it with a bucktail. I'm not going to open them up again and show you. And also a pack of Zinger baits to get you started on this with this bigger bag. Guys, this is... What is that?
Oh, sorry.
What happened? Okay.
The burro.
Okay, no problem.
Go ahead.
No problem. So, we got hello. So, we got this bag tonight, and we got the Zinger Baits. We're gonna do a comment picker. If you left a comment on my latest live stream, which was last week, my wife is gonna run it in a couple of minutes or in a minute or two, and we'll see who the winner is. Honey,
Yes.
are you ready? You got anybody's name in there?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So please
Got it
run the ticker. Let's do this ticker. Go ahead.
Okay. So we'll have Kevin still on with us, right?
Yep,
Okay.
Kevin's going to be on right here watching this winner with
Okay, I'm
us.
gonna
He could
press
be the winner
button
himself.
And countdown.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Woo!
Oh!
Chuck
Chuck
Dumas.
Dumas!
Is Chuck on
Dumas,
here?
if you're out there, you got a 10-second count. Chuck, I hope you're out there, Chuck. 10, 9. Let's put the music up. Let's put the hardcore music on. There you go. You're up to 8, Chuck. Chuck, you could be in trouble right now. 7,
Come on.
6, 5. Chuck, where are you?
man.
Chuck! Chuck! I can't yell anymore. 5, 4. Chuck! Help me, guys. Yell, Chuck!
man.
Chuck! 3. Chuck, you're on the... Chuck, you're in trouble. 2, Chuck. Chuck! 1. Chuck! You lost, Chuck! You lost. Honey.
Wait.
No, there he
He
is!
just made it.
He made it! Chuck! Chuck Dumas!
Okay, Mr. P's gonna have no voice.
Woo! Let's see what Kevin Maltezo has to say about that. Kevin?
Wow.
Congratulations, Chuck.
All right, Chucky! Woo! It's a beautiful thing. Let's hear it for Chuck Dumas
was
tonight.
close.
That was close. Chuck, you just made it. Chuck, I hate you. No, Chuck, I'm just kidding. You win, Chuck. Congratulations on your win. The Ed Point surf bag. Let's go over the oven. I know everybody's chucking, laying off right now. But once again, Kevin, do you want to have anything to say to anybody tonight, Kevin?
I'm a little upset I didn't win that bag.
Ah, don't worry. Hey,
Um,
wait. So what I got for you, Kevin? All right. So it's not a bag, but hey, I got a I got a Mr. Poseidon live stream cap for you. I'll put that in the mail for you,
No.
and I promise to send Geo one too. Okay?
I'm joking.
No. You're getting that,
Show.
Kevin. Are you kidding me,
What, Kevin? I didn't hear what he said.
I won so many things on your show.
Yeah, because you deserve it. You've been here every week since the start.
Nice.
I got my Van Store pliers. They're awesome.
Oh,
Yeah, I know you do. I know you. Thank you for that, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that. That's right, Van Store won by Kevin right here, and I'm so happy for you.
Oh,
Just
my goodness. Look
make sure
what-
you keep watering them down, guys. Chuck Dumas, I like to donate the bag.
to your 3-day challenge.
Oh, my God.
That's so nice.
Oh my goodness, I'm shocked right now.
Oh.
I don't know what to say. Chuck, why don't you take the bag, Chuck? Chuck, thank you so much. What a nice guy. Honey, say something.
That is so
Chuck,
nice. I'm
my wife is
speechless.
on right now.
Too nice.
Okay, say something more than too nice, honey. All right, I got you on right.
I was just saying, I'm speechless.
I know, Chuck. Thank you so
Very
much for
cool.
that.
That's
Chuck, I
very cool
wish
of you.
Chuck, I hope you're gonna be there, Chuck. At least you get a chance to win it back.
Yeah.
All right, listen, man. Thank you
Hope
so
you go,
much.
Chuck.
This will be up at the challenge. Chuck, I gotta send you something.
But he
Please
still
send me.
won's Edwin's saying he still wants the zingers.
Oh yeah, the
LOL.
Zinger Bait. So listen, Chuck,
Of
do me a
course.
favor. Send me your address on DM me on Instagram,
Or
and I'll
email
send you
or
something
whatever.
nice, man. Because this was too nice of you to do. That was too nice. Nobody gives up a 2-2 bag like this. Come
Aw,
on,
from Ed
who's gonna
Point.
give up from Ed Point? Look at that, Chuck. I don't know what to say, Chuck, but that's real nice of you. And Chuck, I know what Chuck really wants. Chuck is one of the guys who explains to me about using the Boga grip. Now, look, guys, everybody can use a Boga grip if they want, but I have a YouTube channel. And a lot of people see this and they don't like it, and I don't blame them. I'm on the striped bass's side. Chuck, you're absolutely right. I'm going to be getting my, Kevin, what was the one you used, Kevin?
I use that $15 one from Amazon, the
Okay.
Berkeley.
Okay, so
think it's
maybe
cool.
I'll do that too.
Instead
I'll get
of
a
the
50.
Voga?
Yeah, because the
How's
thing
it
is
different?
Well, the difference is, honey, that I have to measure it lengthwise. Now I can go lengthwise and I can go by my chart.
I see.
I have a chart here that I was sent. And the chart says that if I catch a 41-inch striper, the average is 27.3. So basically, I have to go by that all the time. So another way you can do it is I don't know if anybody can help me out with this right now, but you take the length and the girth. That's the fattest part of the fish around. You take a length and the girth of the fish, and then there's a formula you inject that to, and you'll come up with the weight very close to what it is. So that's what I'm going to have to start switching over to, because
Chuck-
I'm not just going to do. Go ahead, honey.
Chuck's saying, I'm always giving you crap.
No, you're not, Chuck.
And
You're a good guy.
Wormway says, use your fingers, be a man.
There you go. I want to Wormway, but once they get over 8 pounds, this little thumb can't hold up more than that. So, but we're gonna work on this. Like I said, I have a YouTube channel. People don't like to see that, and for everybody else, use it, man. It's legal. It's fine. But for me, I get it, Chuck. I get it, brother.
Yeah.
Brother, I get it. Let's go back to Kevin. Kevin, anything else you want to say to anybody before we log out of here tonight?
Thank you for having me. That's it.
Kevin, you're going to be on
It's
again.
always awesome.
God bless you, your family, little Gio over there, your stepkids. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thanks,
You are a
Kevin.
dynamite. Thank you, guys, and see you next week. Next week, who do we got on, honey? I got on a guest next week.
Next week, I don't know. You didn't
Yes,
write
I
it in
got
the
some.
calendar.
I got on. Okay, we'll figure it out, but I'll put it on during the week. Guys, thank you so
Michael
much.
is saying some more info about the 3-day challenge. You
Mr.
can
Poseidon.
see the link.
Go to the link. My wife will put it
In
up
the
right now before we log off. Put it on.
It's already on there in
But
the
put it on-
description.
Oh, in the description. I'll leave it at the bottom.
And you
it's
can also go to-
Yeah, it's Eventbrite. And from there, you can log on to the search, put in Mr. Poseidon. It's so easy. Like you go to Google,
There you go.
put in Mr. Poseidon, and then the thing will come up. All the rules and regulations, sign up. There's only 20 more spots left. I'm letting you know. 20 spots are filled. They are done. Last year we hit 17. Now we're on 20, and the thing is happening on the 21st. Mr. Poseidon is a nice guy, so thank you so much. I might be extending that if I get enough beg-ons and give me money so I can buy more lures to put in the bonus boxes. But anyway, thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week, guys. Thank you, Kevin!
Peace out, everybody.
Woo!